Forged from Iron is proud to support Iron Supporting Food Banks. They are a group of West Ham United fans and friends inspired by the work of other football fan food banks around the country. They collect food and cash donations from Newham Food Bank in Beckton, who supply 7 distribution centres in the borough, 7 days a week, and hand out several hundred 3-day emergency food packs every month to families in need. They are also working with other groups to improve conditions for vulnerable adults and children in the Newham community. They are supported in their efforts by West Ham United Football Club, the WHU Foundation, LS185, London Legacy Development Corporation, Newham Council, the Met Police, Spire London East Hospital, Expedient Security, and a large number of West Ham and football fans. You can help by making a donation to their Just Giving page. You will find the link to this in the description section of the video details in this stream. Thank you for your support. Come on, you Irons. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Forged from Iron. As I always implore you to do, please don't forget to like, comment on and share the stream to your social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please do forgive my colleague who is going batshit just opposite me. Don't forget, hit the bell icon for alerts on new content. As always, guys, we thank you very much indeed for your support. We're here to discuss the FA Cup 4th round. We are going to Pride Park, ladies and gentlemen, where we face high-flying in League One, Derby County. Duke, this should be a formality, shouldn't it?
You know what? If I may, pardon my French, but fuck that for a minute. Go on to Wrexham! Go on to Wrexham!
He's the Welsh in him. He's got a little bit of Welsh in him, haven't you? Or you had Welsh rarebit for tea one time, I think it was.
No, I just love an underdog in the cup, Rob. I love a...
Not tomorrow, though.
Well, no, I was about to say I love an underdog in the cup, and I love anyone playing Sheffield United. So fuck them. Go on, Wrexham. Paul Mullen as well. I'll be honest with you. I felt a little bit like this when I watched the whole Sunderland thing on Netflix. You know, the whole Sunderland thing. I had a bit of a soft spot for Sunderland for a little while.
Okay.
And now,
yeah, you got family from Newcastle. That's a bit dodge.
Damn it. And then this whole thing with obviously Wrexham being on Disney Plus, this is Wrexham and stuff. It's kind of obviously the whole Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney thing. It's that fairy tale. It's like I love the fact that, and obviously they're now winning 3-2. I got it here. Sheffield United are down to 10 men apparently.
Yeah, Daniel Jebison got his marching orders. I saw.
I missed that. I was the reason I'm late, if I'm honest, is we had a smashed glass in the glass washer, and it's taken me a little bit of time to clean it up. Because obviously we've got the football on. So, I mean, that is... this is what the FA Cup's about, Rob, for me. This is... Unless it's against...
Yeah, hopefully not tomorrow. Take tomorrow out of that particular occasion. I'm the same as you. I love an underdog.
The magic. It's the magic of the FA Cup, Rob. It's... I mean, I remember Mickey Thomas's goal for Wrexham against Arsenal, you know, in the FA Cup. Yeah. And this is the same sort of... It's just that... I have a love of the FA Cup. I mean, if you asked me, if you'd said to me, you know, I'll tell you what, you don't win the Europa Conference League, but you win the FA Cup, would you? I'd take it all day long. The FA Cup is my. I love it. I do. So I mean, it's one of them. I'm really pleased, and obviously we're in it tomorrow. So I mean, we could be classed as the underdogs tomorrow. Let's not mess around.
Fair. Eastsides, he's asking where's your pub. I'll let you
It was answered.
I'll press some buttons for you whilst you can concentrate on addressing that one.
It was answered there, look. It was answered. It's in Lewisham, East Side. We're over in Millwall territory. Yeah, I've been here a year now. I still get some grief that obviously I've got West Ham badges up behind the bar and stuff. So yeah, it's I mean, I think the problem is at the minute is they're doing well and we're not so much. So there's that little bit of a in the euro.
Yeah, it's all relative. They're doing well in the lower league, so
yeah, I mean, and we're doing really poorly in the upper league, so it kind of will balance each other out, surely.
Yeah. And also, for those of you that don't know, Duke's Pub is next to the largest, is it in Europe? The largest police station in Europe.
It's actually the largest police station in Europe. 8 floors, 4 above ground, 4 below ground. And I do believe there is stables enough for 120 police horses. So it's a fair sized police station.
You ever been in it?
I was, yeah, actually, yes.
Ooh.
Not
in handcuffs, I hope.
No. I was invited in last Friday. Actually, not just gone. The one before. I had to go do a lineup, Rob. I had to go pick someone out of a lineup.
Ooh.
The little scrope before Christmas that smashed me windows.
Oh, him! They finally caught up to him, did they?
Got trappy with my daughter.
Yeah, I remember.
Decided he still wanted to come in the pub. Didn't like me telling him to go forth and multiply. Came back and smashed some windows. But as I turned around and told the old Bill, if he hadn't have involved my daughter, we could have dealt with it like a pair of adults. As it was, I decided to deal with it like a man and a father. Get the muck out my pub.
Fair. We've got an offer of a curry. I'm
taking you up on that. Something else out.
Listen, forgive and forget. Water under the bridge, mate. We'll sort out going out for a Ruby. Why not? Right. Let's get into it. So obviously we've got the small matter tomorrow of Derby County. They're on a 19-game sequence of matches in all competitions where they have not lost a match. Yes, interspersed with that was them going out of the League Cup, but that was on a penalty shootout, so that actually counts as a draw officially.
Does this mean it can go the other way?
How do you mean?
A team haven't won in 15 games, enter West Ham. Does this mean a team hasn't lost in 15 games, enter West Ham? Does it work that way as well?
With a gift that keeps giving, mate. You know how this works. You know how this works.
Can it work the other way? Do you reckon we could get away with that of being,
How long have you been following West Ham, Duke? Do you need an education on this? Do you really need me to answer this question for you?
I mean, listen, I can only hope that it goes. We go against the grain. Yeah, that's fucking true. We go against the grain with it being.
Is that right?
It goes the other way. That normally it's us when a team haven't won in 15, we turn up. Well, Derby haven't lost in 19, we turn up. We break that. So I'm hoping, Rob. That's all I've got for you is I'm hoping.
It largely revolves around the selection that David Moyes puts out tomorrow. I mean, it's probably also Paul Warne, because as we look now, Derby County are 4th in League One. Now, they have a game in hand on 2 of the 3 teams that sit above them, that being Ipswich Town and Plymouth Argyle. They are on 50 points. Now, even if they win that game in hand, they still remain in 4th place, but they close the gap to Ipswich Town. They narrow it to a point. I would like to think that even Paul Warne might shuffle the deck a little bit. Does that give us an advantage if both managers go into it with other things on their plate? They're looking at getting back up into the Championship. Derby County, massive club, and they really shouldn't be in League One, but they're there because of certain financial goings on that handicap them. And then obviously we know our particular travails. So I think that both managers, they're not going to put out a full strength 11 in all likelihood, but does our less than full strength 11 beat their less than full strength 11?
Well, there it is. There it is, mate. And Daniela, behave.
getting me all excited.
Mate, right? I mean, listen. It's true.
I wouldn't possibly know, Steve.
And she is generally bad-tempered and aggressive.
Not generally. No, not generally. But when she is, it's like, get out of the way.
Oh, sorry. I mean, each side's just obviously said what you've said there, Rob. You know, who's going to take it? I mean, the problem is, quite simply put, Ryan Reynolds in the crowd, this is brilliant. I think, simply put, Rob, David Moyes doesn't like using the kids on a any kind of basis. We've seen that today. Oh, you bastards!
Equaliser?
It looks like it. Yeah, everyone's saying it in the chat. I'm on 94 minutes. That's all right. I mean, not being funny. Take it to a replay would have been impressive for a National League side. I think 57 places separate the two sides in this. So
is it that much?
It's something like that. It might even be a bit more than that.
Yeah, Sheffield are at the top, aren't they, of the champ?
I've got to say, if
hello, we got someone from the land of my mother's birth, Brian. Well, we might even be related. Who knows?
And I don't mean smoking it. Bastards. Yeah, if we, I mean, listen, Rob, he's going to turn up. He'll probably play a full strength side, Rob. He'll probably, and he won't, as he said, he's not going to utilise the squad. He's going to play a full strength. So he's probably going to try and play Zuma with one leg. He's probably, he's probably going to ask Paqueta to play as a goal scoring goalkeeper. I just don't know what to say or what to do, Rob. To be honest with you, with the whole grand scheme of things, it's one of them. You said it a minute ago. Does our second string, if he goes like that, do we beat their second string? Does our first team beat their first team? It all comes down to who wants it more, Rob. Quite simply put. I mean, I'm looking at a game here where Johnny Egan's just equalised after 95 minutes for Sheffield United against a non-league side. I mean, who else can do it now? Mate, I'd sell him tomorrow. If I knew we had someone lined up, or we could go get Tielemans from Leicester tomorrow afternoon after selling down, I'd do that all day long.
How much? What's the point at which you go, right, he's out the door, gone?
If I wake up tomorrow morning and they've offered 80 and we've turned it down, I'll be happy. If I wake up in the morning and they've offered 90 and we're considering it, I'd still be happy. I think if they go 95, you take that money all day long, Rob.
Problem is that my problem is, Duke, that we've got this late in the transfer window. It leaves us fuck all time to do any business. Yeah, we're rushing.
Well, we're not. We're English, but I mean, I agree. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, our business should have been done on day 5 or 6. That's simple. That easy. That straightforward. It's there, isn't it? Right. Don't put Budgie's next one up. He's ballsed it up. It's a replay. We knew that this was going to be coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, Declan leaving. You and I had the discussion when you came in the pub about, he's got 2 years left on his contract as such. Because we've got a year to give him.
Yep. Which we will.
Mate, I'd do that tomorrow because then that increases his value because he's got 26 months left on his contract as opposed to 4 or 16 or whatever, So that'd be my take on it. That being said, we're going into now. We're going into 2 days, which is either going to be absolute frenzied ridiculousness or it's going to be like we had on transfer deadline day, the first one when we did this channel. When, we sat there, pretty much Ronaldo went to United and we were left scratching our arse.
I'm not even sure we was as active as that.
I don't think we were. I mean, that being said, going back to obviously tomorrow's game, which is obviously what we're here for,
amongst other things,
I'd like to see the youngsters tomorrow. I think. Listen, at the end of the day, Ashby's going. That'll probably be done tomorrow afternoon. I think. I'm not sure if a medical's been booked in, but I think he'll be gone tomorrow.
I know we're here at Derby. Just whilst you sort of mentioned that, because I've been talking on a few group chats, and there's some people in the live chat that will know my thoughts on this. I'm quite conflicted with this Harrison Ashby thing, because on the one hand, if you look at it from a business point of view, if what I've read is correct, that there's 3 million on the table with a sell-on clause that's been inserted for a guy that has not really established himself as a Premier League player for whatever reason. And I think I know that the reason is David Moyes, not Harrison Ashby, but just park that for a moment. He's not got a pedigree of being Premier League proven. £3 million plus a sell-on clause inserted. So from a business point of view, I think it's great, especially because he's gone in the summer for nothing. But I just look and go, that's awful, because right back's a position that we've had so many problems with this season, so many problems with. Before I go any further, I am now going to end the poll that I've got on the channel.
Wait! I've not been there. Don't do that. You can't bloody start.
You haven't voted.
Not tell right. You didn't tell me there was a poll.
Well, you bloody look, you
numpty
plank. Right. Well, if any of you have forgotten, that any of you haven't realised, because you might be watching this on Twitter or Facebook, get your ass over to YouTube. There's a poll going. We're going to start this as what would you pick as your formation if you was in the dugout? If you was picking the team tomorrow, what formation would you go? We're then going to go from there, and we're going to pick the players in the positions that you would play. So at the end of it, we will have, if you will, Forge from Iron's predicted 11. It will be my predicted 11. It won't be Duke's predicted 11. It will be your predicted 11. Majority rules. So have you voted, old son?
I voted, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, and if I could ask, because, and again, I do stress it every time, dropping a like on this stream is absolutely huge. So if you are watching on Twitter or Facebook, could you just pop across there, even if it's just temporarily, pop across to YouTube and just hit that thumbs up? Honestly, you'd be surprised how much traction it gives the channel. It's absolutely ridiculous. Thanks for that. Right, so I'm now going to end the poll now. So the winning formation, ladies and gentlemen, you have chosen. You are the manager. Hang on, where's it gone? It's disappeared. Hang on. This is ridiculous. I've pressed the button that says end poll. Oh, there it is. Right, it's just come through now. Okay, so 4-3-3 wins.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. 44% voted for 4-3-3. 3-4-2-1 got 20%. 4-4-2 got 20%, and 4-2-3-1 got 14%. So we're going to go from here on in. We're going to go as a 4-3-3 formation. So talk to me, Duke, whilst I tap away on the keys. If you were picking it, was that what you voted for, 4-3-3? And if not, what did you go for and why?
I went 4-4-2, Rob. Okay. And I'd actually really mix things around. I went 4-4-2. I'd like to see us try it, the two strikers. I'm bored now of... We're not. The problem is with having one striker, Rob, is we're not making chances for that one striker to put the ball in the back of the net. So it just seems like a pointless exercise. I'd actually like to see us put two up top and really cause some consternation for the defence. And they've really got to think about what they're doing. Now, that being said, it doesn't matter what we play if he sets up in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
To answer just quickly Mr. 50's comment.
Which one? I'm a little bit behind because I was tapping.
That's all right. I've just come here.
Okay.
He said, have we got two fit strikers? Well, see, the way I'd suggest is you play Bowen up front with Mubama. Yeah, that's what I said. Bowen up front with Divine Mubama. And I actually put Antonio out on the right wing. That'd be what I'd do. Now, listen, forget all the bullshit in the paper and the press and social media and everything else.
Yep.
That has Antonio's name written all over it. I get it. I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I'm upset with what
you think
said.
it was disrespectful.
I'd massively, mate. Yeah, I do. Keep your trap shut and do the job that you pay to fucking do, and not, listen. At the end of the day, you're paid by the club. Keep your trap shut and go out and do. But that being said, he's one of only fucking 2 fit strikers we've got, if you include the youngsters. Right? Now, I would. I'd go 4-4-2, Bowen up front, because I thought Bowen's movement as a striker against Everton. I know it was Everton, yes, thank you. But his
only beat what's in front of you.
Exactly, and his movement as a striker off of Antonio was top draw, right? Top draw. So I'd like to see him up front, but I'd also like to see him up front with an out-and-out striker, which Divine Mabama is. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I find it disrespectful. I mean, I'm looking at the comments that are coming through, and you know what? I agree with these side. Moyes is doing his best impression of Big Sam when it comes to our youth. You might as well just fucking close the thing down. It's pointless, isn't it?
Makes me very, very angry. Right, okay, so what have we got for the goalkeeper situation? Let's just have a look here. And again, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, get across. You've got 4 possible selections: Fab, Areola, Anang, and Hegyi. At the minute, Areola's running away with it. But, get your vote cast, and I'll end it in a minute. But 88%, it's just dropped. I think someone wants Fabianski between the sticks. I've just seen that Fabianski's bar's gone up very,
Can we find out who it is and bar him?
Listen, you know how I feel. It's all about opinions. We don't have to agree, but it's all about opinions, and it makes the world go round. And saying about opinions, Duke, I'm just going to give it a shameless plug, because there might be people that are watching that aren't actually aware of it. We did a show on Wednesday evening, and I wanted to run it as a pilot episode to see what traction it got, and I called it The Big Debate, and I wanted it to be a West Ham fan YouTube version of Question Time. I'm gonna, if I may, whilst I'm doing a few little bits and pieces in the background, tapping some keys, it's a 3-minute plug of this particular concept. The next one is Wednesday. We've set it for 9 p.m. So make sure you hit the bell icon, because when we go live, you'll pop up a little warning to say you might want to watch this. And I've got 4 fresh panelists. I'm going to try and rotate it as best as I can every week. There's 4 panelists that I've got in. I'm not telling you who, but they're not shrinking violets. There's 4 of them that have got strong personalities. They've got differing views on what happens at the club, what should happen going forwards. And this was last week's episode, and please join us at 9 p.m. on Wednesday.
Hi, I'm Budgie from Green Street Elite.
I'm Irish Tommy, host of the Late Show with Irish Tommy on Friday nights on the West Ham Network.
James is the name. E20 Zone TV is the place to find me.
My name's Lee Kearley from the South London Hammers.
Why do West Ham fans show such hatred to the likes of Paul Ince, Frank Lampard Jr. and Jermaine Defoe?
Yeah. Bygones be bygones.
I don't care. I've got no love for any
I want people who are prepared to fight for the claret and blue.
In football, you always need pantomime villains, don't you?
If you were a young, talented, aspiring footballer in London, Would you join West Ham's academy?
When Tommy was saying about not bringing players through, you said, I believe, twice, not true, not true. So what's your point of view on that then?
Well, James also said, never has, never will bring the youth through. Who gave Ben Johnson his chance?
Manuel Pellegrini, wasn't it?
Pellegrini did. Manchester
Was
City
it?
away. Yeah.
Okay. How many times did he play?
Sorry, Buds, just backing you up here.
Yeah,
Pellegrini
carry on,
him
son.
his debut, but it was under Moyes that Ben Johnson became a regular in the first team and in the squad.
But he's not a regular.
And considered by all us lot.
Yeah. I'm not being funny enough. Ben Johnson's not exactly a world beater, and let's be honest, I don't think he even wants to be here. The only real player that's come through the academy is Declan, and he ain't even one of ours. He's one of Chelsea's. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's problem,
unfair,
isn't it?
James. That's unfair. He came to us at 14 years old, right at the perfect time in development for a kid.
Well, but did we pick him up?
Well, obviously he's here.
I'll tell you what, on the Ben Johnson question, I think Moyes has ruined him.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I think Moyes has ruined him. Here's a young lad who's
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Let me explain what I mean.
So there you go. 9 p.m. Wednesday, 4 new faces on the panel. They've all got strong opinions. They're all going to contribute. I'm not going to tell you who they are. That will be announced 9 p.m. on Tuesday. I'm going to do a little big reveal of the 4 people that are going to be there, and they're going to give their opinions. Don't you worry. There's going to be some fireworks. So anyway, back to matters in hand. Whilst that was playing, whilst I was giving that new concept a very shameless plug for those of you that weren't aware of it, shame on you. You should have been watching. What were you doing? But please join us on Wednesday, rectify that mistake. So I've now got the poll for the right back going, and there's 23 votes that have been going. Have you cast your vote, Duke?
God's sake. I'm over there now. Hang on.
Hurry up. And if you're on YouTube or Twitter, you know the drill. Get over there.
I might regret this. Oh shit! Yeah, I might do. I'm in a very low percentage. Woo!
Are you? Oh dear.
I am.
Right. Okay. Let's have a little wee look. What we got? Oh, right. Okay. I am going to end this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the door is closed on the right back selection, ladies and gentlemen. You, the Forge from Iron viewer, have spoken. And at right back, you have decided to put, when it decides that it wants to sort of pop up in the chat that I'm watching. Hang on. Why is this half a mile behind? What is going on with my thingamabob? I think it was Kufal, wasn't it, that won?
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, my live chat seems to be a little way behind. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here we go. It's now decided to pop through. Kufal got 56% of the vote. It wasn't actually a sort of a resounding win because Johnson got 40%. No one was really interested in Kera. Was that who you voted for?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, okay. Duke, if you carry on sort of chatting whilst I tap away on the old what's names. I just want
to address a couple of people in the chat. Mm-hmm. Listen, let's not go at each other. We're all in a...
all about opinions, guys. Keep it courteous.
And opinions do differ. Doesn't mean that someone's wrong or someone's right. Everyone has a different argument on something.
Absolutely.
All I want to ask is that we just respect each other. If someone thinks that something's negative or someone is negative, then that's fine. That's their prerogative. We've all got to stay on side. Listen, I've been guilty of it. I tend to don't like it when people get argumentative with my points of view, and you know, I'm learning to be better than that. Budgie, catch you soon, buddy.
Take care, mate.
There is a lot of, unfortunately, at the minute, there is a lot of negativity that is flung around West Ham YouTube. I think it's a product. It's our product. It's a product of our own malaise at the moment. We're we're the architects of our own doom and gloom.
Massively.
West Ham, and that's West Ham fans. That's not even the club at the moment. You can find a positive in whatever you're looking for, right? What's the matter with you?
That's my fault. Dean's Life's asking why no Johnson at left back. Probably because I put him at right back and then I put him out of my head. I probably should have been an option at left back as well. That's on me. I do apologise. I put Skulls there. I thought, yeah, we'll get the kid in. I probably should have put Johnson. You're right. That one's on me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like I say, we all have our opinions. And yeah, you know what? It is very difficult to find positives at the moment. Picking positives out of a season that's been quite a difficult one for everyone concerned. I think Daniela mentioned earlier our opinions of strikers these days are completely different. Our views on strikers these days are completely different to what they were, when we were growing up. Anyone over the age of 40 probably sees a striker completely differently to how anyone under the age of probably 35, 30 sees a striker nowadays. So, it's unfortunately we all do have to develop and move on. I'd love to see a big man, small man, old school strike partnership. I was sorting out an autographed photo. I don't even know where it's gone now. My Frank McAvenny, Tony Cottee autograph picture, Rob, that I got at the last. The last go round. I'd love to see a set of strikers like that, which is why I'd like to see Divine Mabama and Jared Bowen up front together tomorrow. I won't. Let's be honest. It won't happen.
He was training with the first team squad.
Who?
Mabama.
Mabama will start tomorrow. Mabama will start tomorrow. He won't start in 4-4-2. He won't start in a 4-4-2 with Bowen up front and Antonio on the right. That I can guarantee you. But he will. He will start Mabama tomorrow.
You don't think Bowen will, though? Obviously.
No, Bowen will be on the right.
Oh, right. Okay. What formation do you think he's going to deploy?
4-2.
Is he going to go? You don't think he's going to go the three at the back route? I was thinking maybe he could put Cresswell at left centre back, maybe Aguerd as the central. But then I suppose you'd have to put. I don't think there's anybody that all the potential centre backs, unless of course you're going to play Kufau as a centre back. I suppose that's possibly what you might have to do if you were going to play three. You'd have to put Kufau as the right. Otherwise, if you've got Cresswell, Aguerd, and Ogbonna, you've got the very unusual situation of having a back three defence, all three of them lefties.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see.
Lawrence is sort of thinking 4-2-3-1, but I don't know. I think that Moyes possibly might like the three centre-back option, but it may well be that because the injury to Zuma and the sale of Craig Dawson might force his hand to change tack. But Toshak and Keegan, that was a big man, little man combination, wasn't it, Peter? I think I'm pretty sure.
One of my favourite strike partnerships growing up was actually a Liverpool strike partnership, I have to say, which was Rush and Aldridge. Rush.
They weren't together for very long because, if I remember rightly, Ian Rush went to Juventus. They then bought John Aldridge, I think, from Oxford from memory. And then when it didn't work out for Ian Rush, he came back. And there was I think they might have played together. I don't think they were together for very long.
He wasn't
Rush
very
and
long.
Aldridge, but they knew how to put the ball back in net. They were old school strikers, as you say. That type of striker doesn't really exist in today's game.
Being over 40, we remember those, Rob. We remember the old school strikers, and it's I mean, I'll tell you what. I'd love to see an old school finisher come through It could be Mabama, mate, to be honest with you. So, who knows?
I've ended the poll on the left back. So I'm now going to turn my attention to...
I didn't do that one.
Oh, Christ's sakes, Duke. I said I was doing it.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did.
All right. Okay. Right. I'm now going to move on to the centre-back pairing. Again, Duke, talk me through what you would go for your centre-back pairing if we go 4-3-3 as the Fulsham Iron viewers have decreed will happen. What would be your centre-back pairing and why?
Alessi. Oh, no, wait. No.
Don't start.
No, that's another one gone. I love it. Have we got any youngsters in the...
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I've got prepared. Centre-backs, we could... Well...
Larry, behave yourself, you gorgeous man.
What's that? Oh, wowzers. Thank you, Larry. Honestly, you didn't need to do that.
I have to say, I did like Larry's social media.
Thank you.
I did like Larry's social media post. I think it was Friday or Saturday. You know, where he sat there looking like that.
Yeah, he looked thoroughly pissed off.
Well, West Ham are not playing until Monday.
At the minute. Oh, right. Okay.
I get it.
Who have we got that we can play other than you've got Oggy and... Hang on, I'm just scrolling down.
Oggy, Nathan.
Hang on. We got... They're the only two, really. I mean,
that's the worry, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to struggle beyond
really
this.
Worry.
I suppose, I'll tell you what, because he's played there before, I'll give you, I mean, this is going to be, whatever pairing we go for, it's going to be really unbalanced because they're all left footers unless you move Kufau into centre back. But of course, you guys have picked him as the right back, so he can't play two positions, can he? So I think... Well, he could be he could be an option. Do you think he's even playing tomorrow?
Did he play against Brentford?
He did. Yes, didn't he? I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah, if he played against Brentford, then he's playing tomorrow night.
Right.
Because then it won't matter if he goes to Arsenal because he's already cup tied.
See what I'm going to do? I'm going to give a little bit of a wild card option, and this will never happen in a million years.
Cyber's in the building. Good evening, Cyber.
I do apologise if I'm not paying attention to the live chat.
See you coming to see me this afternoon.
Yeah, we've not got many options at centre back other than probably. I suppose I could have put Kera there. Oh Jesus, I'm having an absolute Western Supermare here. It's an absolute joke. Oh bollocks. Anyway.
Figured out that Cyber doesn't like lemon in his drink, Rob.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Oh. Do you know what? We've got 71 people watching at the minute. We've got 33 likes. Could you do us a favour, guys? Pop across to YouTube, and before you disappear, just put a thumbs up on the stream. Honestly, if we got 73 likes on this, honestly, you got no idea of the traction it makes to the channel. It really does get us out. Please do us a favour before you piss off. Even if you're only here for a minute, it'd be great. It'd be great. So, right. He hasn't. I know, but this is us scraping the bottom of the barrel. I mean, Jesus Christ, we've got Zuma's out with an injury. We've got Dawson that we've moved on. Probably rightly so from a moral standpoint. Would you agree, Duke? But from the point of view of our... Well, no, look, I mean, you know, I know contractually you could sit there and go, oh, you've got a contract, you've got to honour it, blah, blah, blah. But let's be honest, clubs don't always honour contracts. When they don't want a player, they fuck them off out the door, whether they want to go or not.
No, right, listen.
Okay, you're going to counter this?
Yeah, I am. I did do a Google.
Go on. What?
It sounded rude, didn't it?
I apologise if I've missed a load of chat, guys. As I say, I've been tapping away, trying to sort the poll out.
He's not.
44 likes. We've got 44 likes, but 74 of you watching. So 30 of you, come on. There's 30 of you that can pile it on YouTube. Put the thumbs up. And even if you buggered off and, you know, made yourself a sandwich, had a bath, did something, you know, go and watch. My missus is watching, what's that? Dancing on Ice. Dancing on Ice.
So, Rob.
Yes.
He joined Watford in 2019.
Who? Dawes.
Big Craig Dawes.
Yep.
Joined Watford.
They couldn't wait to get him out the door, could they?
No. See, that's not what I'm getting at.
Oh, hang on. He's made a request.
What's the request?
From Luke. Have you seen this?
No,
Filthy,
I'm not.
filthy minded.
Can do switch side, so he has some. That's a good shout.
What, like this? But you don't like that side. You moan about. See, there we go. He moans about being on that side, Luke. He's a big baby like that. I want the window seat. I want the window seat. Oh, I'm not coming.
Listen.
Jeez. All right then. All right. You sit there. That's fine.
Right. So West Ham to Watford, Rob.
Neither do I, Neil. Yep.
42.4 miles. Yeah? Right.
Okay.
So 42.4 miles.
Right.
Do we know where Dawson's family live?
I believe somewhere in the Midlands.
So Manchester.
See, now this is the thing. I've heard two different stories because I know he's from Rochdale from memory. But someone told me his family was in the West Midlands. Which last time I checked, Rochdale wasn't in the West Midlands. My geography's not brilliant, but
doesn't tell me where he was born. I'm going to say Manchester because that's what everyone says, right? Manchester, Watford to Manchester, 183 miles, right? 44 miles to West Ham, makes that 227, right?
Yep.
Dawson joined Watford in 2019.
Right.
Right, hang on. I'm going to jump in here. Can you two...
What's going on?
Behave yourself.
Come on, guys.
We've just got a pair of... Just a pair going backwards and forwards. We're better than this, kids.
Come on, guys. Let's
agree to disagree. Don't mean we have to argue with everyone else. Come on, behave yourselves.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a suburb of Manchester East Side. Yeah, I know that, mate. But it's
what I was going to say.
A little bit more specific.
What I was going to say is he joined Watford in 2019. It's 4 years ago, Rob.
Right.
4 years ago he joined Watford, which is only 42 miles away from West Ham. It's not much further than North London, right?
Oggy and Agurd has won, by the way, the centre-back pairing. As I say, I probably should have put in.
Over it.
Move on to DM.
4 years, Rob. 4 years. Now, I don't mean to be harsh, but if you've gone to Watford and then 2 years later you decide you want to leave and they ship you out on loan to West Ham, right? You don't join West Ham if you want to go back up north because that's where your family are. So, no disrespect to Mr. Dawson, and he's been fantastic for us, and I thank him for his service. And he's given
Why do I sense there is a butt on its way?
I think it's going to be a big butt, right?
You've got a big butt.
Huge. I do need to lose some weight. The option was there before he signed for West Ham and moved and ended up at a team 44 miles further south than the one he was already at, right? Well, I'm sorry. No, you had 4 years. You had 2 years at Watford, 2 years at West Ham. You had every opportunity to be able to move your family south, or at least 2 years before you joined West Ham to convince your missus to move south. Now, if she didn't, there's no point in signing for West Ham. I'm glad he did. We had some fantastic times with Craig Dawson. But if your missus isn't moving down south to Watford, she's not going to go 44 miles further south to come down. I'm sorry. He should have stayed up north then, or he should have at least gone.
But you don't know what the family situation is. I'm led to believe that there's a family situation that's developed. You know, family situations. I mean, I've had one recently. Things happen, and I'm led to believe, and if I've understood it correctly, I think it might involve his wife. Now, if something's going on at home, mate, I'm sorry, he's got a contract. I get that, but things happen. Things, what's more important to you? What's more important to you?
But he was
Your
sick
family
of, listen,
or
he
your
was sick
job?
and tired of the commute. He made that perfectly clear. That was all in the papers.
Yeah, but what was the reason behind it? I don't think it was just he couldn't be asked. I was led to believe that he's.
That, if I'm honest with you, that's 3 hours. That's a 3.5 hour journey every single time, mate.
Yeah, but I think you're being a bit harsh.
No, seriously. 42 miles.
You're fixated on this, aren't you? Jesus.
42 miles from Watford, right? Going round the M25.
I didn't think it was. Are you sure? 44 miles. It does
I'm
seem a little
looking
bit...
at it.
Okay. Fucking hell.
That's going via Woodford, Chigwell,
round the M25.
Boys, Waltham Abbey, Waltham Cross, South Mims, London Colney, Bricket Wood, past the Harry Potter tour, North Watford into Watford.
Okay. Right.
In fact, I'll tell you what.
Oh, hello.
That's going a long way around the M25, in fairness.
I'm going to end the poll in about 10 seconds.
Oh!
If you haven't done it, get on there quick because I am going to shut the door in a minute.
Got it. Thanks.
Right. On
Thanks,
YouTube, there's a poll running, and the question is, who's the DM? You got 3 choices. Check, Rice, and Downs. Defensive midfield.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Doors closed. The winner is Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs is the Fulsham defensive midfielder for tomorrow in a 4-3-3 formation. I'm now going to put in the 2 central mids.
I love this lot in the chat. They're brilliant.
They're not fighting still, are they?
No. Luke's just called me a human sat-nav. And then the usual suspect says, what's the point in using Google when the old woman knows it all? I mean, that's a fair comment.
But there is that. I'll tell you what, because we've got a certain lady that we know and love dearly, I'm going to put a certain Argentinian maestro in the central midfield options, because otherwise she will not have something to get excited about, shall we say. At her time of life, she needs something to get excited about. Hello, Happy. We love you, really.
Hello.
She's got to send me some really nasty messages, isn't she? Anyway, right. I'm going to get on with doing some options for central midfield. Hang on. It'd help if I could spell, wouldn't it, Duke? Right. Okay. You have got... Oh, Jesus. I've done it again. So check. And...
So I'm just going through the chat. Cyber's told me I should be quiet. He wants to hear you more.
Does he?
Kai says, is his wife ill or something? Listen, if she is, then...
That's what I'm...
listen, none of us know, but I just think maybe probably shouldn't have come further south.
Yeah, but that was like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Things change. I think you're being really harsh on him, to be honest.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, move on. Hope you're well, Turf. Hope you are well.
My camera's off.
Hey, what?
I was waving, but my camera's off.
Yeah, we know what you were doing, dirty bastard. Kate says family always comes first, but not always. Depends. Well, you're right. It does depend. I mean, if it's that the missus is, just doesn't want to sort of live in London and all that. It's like, look, maybe you should have done more to convince your husband not to sign a contract with a club that's in East London. But if it's a sort of health situation or something along those lines, for me, if there was a situation that put me in a spot, Duke, where I had to make a choice between my wife and work, and I enjoy my job.
Rob. Go to work.
Shut up. I enjoy the job I do. Rob. What?
Go to work. She's a Spurs fan.
She can cook. She's a qualified chef. That was one of the appeals. There are two others. There are two other appeals, and you know what they are.
All right. Wow.
Well, you can't miss them. Let's be honest.
I'm not getting involved.
Fair. We've got 88 at the minute. 57 likes though. Come on, guys, help us out. So all you got to do is it doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost you anything, I can assure you. It doesn't actually cost you anything if you subscribe to the channel as well. Do that while you're here if you haven't done so already, and hit that bell. But drop a like on the stream because it does help. You might think it's completely irrelevant, but honestly, it drives a lot of things in the background that I haven't got the foggiest idea about, and just gets our numbers up. We're not going to be Hammers Chat. We're not going to be West Ham Fan TV. We're not going to be West Ham Network. We're not walking that path. And to be perfectly honest, we don't really want to. We want to do our shit as and when, and we just have fun while we're doing it, aren't we, Duke?
Yeah, I think have we seen this person before? I nearly said this chap. I don't want to assume anyone's.
Which one? I'm just going through.
Said hello, and then he says,
"Hello,
who are you guys?" Well, I'm Duke. That's Gatesy.
I've got no idea.
Duke, it's been what's this one? Duke, been bugging me for weeks, but I finally worked out how you look like. Have you watched Four Lions? I haven't.
What's that?
I'm now going to Google this shit.
Oh, you've got a lookalike, have you?
Apparently.
Goodness. Who's mine? Is it Brad Pitt? Probably more like Armpit or Cesspit, his younger brothers.
I'll tell you what. Old Josie's. Who was it that put that? Who was it that said?
What? Who are you guys? That was that England fan.
Hughes.
Oh.
No, Hughes.
Yeah.
Are you pertaining to someone who plays Barry? I hope you don't mean Barry. I'd rather be Alice.
Barry from EastEnders?
No, not fucking Barry from EastEnders, you wanker.
Well, do you know what? Now I've said it out loud, I can see the resemblance. You have that sort of frame about you, and you are quite clumsy. It has to be said. What did you say? Why was you late? Why was you late?
Well, I didn't say I smashed the glass.
Oh, come on! You're not blaming one of your underlings.
I was cleaning the smashed glass up. Hang on,
Brother
Barry. Right,
Dan, I've never heard of this.
I'm telling you now. Hang on, right.
You need to send me something. You need to give me some more context here.
I mean...
Oh, I've just seen the comment. Hang on. Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, hang on. There. Do you remember him? He was Phil Mitchell's lackey.
You know what, James? All right, hang on. Where's the three dots on his name? Hang on, there.
Oh, you're not banning him for that, are you?
Block
Jesus.
user. No, I haven't. Fucking minty, you cheeky bastards. Nigel Lindsay, the actor.
Thanks, Simon.
Right, you know what?
What?
Are you?
62 likes, 92 watching. Come on,
you know
guys.
What?
Get us near at a 75. Let's see if we can hit 75.
I get it. I do get it. I'm not overly happy with it, but I get it.
You seen this?
Oh no! Hang on, I'm coming back. What now? Can't you see?
I probably should end the poll. I've got so engrossed in the chat.
Mark!
Right, I've ended the poll on the central mid options. Right, you guys at home have chosen.
Peter, you're getting banned, bastard. Right, he's off. Right.
Oh, don't.
And
what
then,
is it with you and the ban hammer?
Right, there's a story behind this, Rob, isn't there? I'm not telling it.
Paquetá and Fornals won, ladies and gentlemen, but it's close. Paquetá and Rice got 43%, but Paquetá and Fornals got 48%. So there you go. Right, I suppose I ought to put in your options as the forward lines now. So carry on, Duke, complaining about who you're being compared against.
There's a story behind me looking like Thomas Repka. Says dear old Mark there. I can take that. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to find a picture of this Nigel Lindsay where he looks a bit dashing and debonair, and I can't find one.
I'm gonna put as one of the left forward options.
Yeah,
I am gonna put Ollie Scholes in there. Who else can I put?
I mean, that's
because I suppose you could put Lanzini in there, couldn't you? I can't put Fornals because he's one of the central midfielders that got picked.
Yeah, I mean, you might screw yourself up there a bit, mate. Yeah,
who else, Duke? I've got Benny, Scholes, and Lanzini. Is there anyone else I could put as left forward?
Well,
Mickey, I suppose, but
yeah, I wouldn't be happy with that.
No. What do you reckon? Should I just ask your community, or is there anyone else?
That one, I think that works.
Benny, Scholes, Lanzini. There you go. Get your teeth into that, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. Oh, hello. There's just no need for this.
What we got now?
He just comes to insult us all the bloody time. Wrong-uns.
Deeply dippy. Rob dipped it too fucking deep. Tom Sizemore, I tell you what. I'm loving this, right? I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. 99 watching, 64 likes. Come on, guys, help us out.
I mean, I can't remember what I've seen him in. I was actually watching him in something earlier, I think.
Yeah.
I think he was in.
Oh, yes. In fact, you've got a story about this, haven't you?
I've been saying that for about 20 minutes, Rob, but you didn't buy it, so I left it.
No, tell him the story. Tell him the story. Go on, Mark. Sit down. Duke's going to regale you with his anecdote where he was compared by someone to Thomas
I was told I looked like Thomas Repka when I rocked up to play football one evening.
Who by?
A famous Ferdinand.
Not that famous.
Not the famous one, no, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, Rio.
He's a West Ham fan, actually.
I rocked up and played against Rio Ferdinand in a five-a-side game of football, and I was in my West Ham kit, and he told me I look like Thomas Repka. So, I mean, I wasn't going to say no to that, was I?
I'm gonna wager that Luke is comparing you to one of two people, either Chunk or Sloth. Hey, you guys!
Mama, you've been bad. Anyway, enough of your shit, right?
Do you know
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna.
Well,
right. If I may, then, Rob. Right.
Please.
So this is who Minty Repka, Andy.
We're on 69 likes. The number 69.
Yeah, look, there's Tom Sizemore.
Okay. Is that who they're saying you look like?
That's one of them that they said I look like.
Right.
I mean,
I got to say, you are a little bit of a helmet.
I don't. With fucking East Side. I tell you what, we just made up, mate. Fucking jeepers. And then there's the other one, Rob. Who? Where is it? There it is. I mean, I'm not quite sure. I don't have the beard, but I mean,
and he's got more hair.
I mean, I'm better looking.
And he's fuck off.
All right, that's a bit harsh. Yeah,
he's better looking if he he's better looking than you, only if he put a brown paper bag over his head. Other than that, and turned the light off. Oh, come on.
Don't tell me to come on. This is what they're not telling me I look like.
What are you guys watching?
Yeah, look, that's that one. Please put the pick up of the fella out of 4
Do you know who looks more like him? Your brother. Your brother looks more like him, and I wouldn't say he's a dead spit.
But there you go. I mean, I'm not quite sure whether I
Cheers, Paul. Paul, welcome to the party.
Oh,
we got 102 watching right now. This is incredible. 102
I'd like to point out,
likes.
He's taking the piss. I've known him a year, and he's finally subscribed now, the cheeky bastard. I mean, there's no need.
Oh,
Mandy.
What have I missed?
Mandy.
What have I missed? What's she done?
She knows.
Yeah. This poll is for fans. We know it's not going to happen. Right, I'm going to shut the left forward poll. Benny's won it. He's absolutely smashed it. 67%. Scholes got 27% and Lanzini got 5%. Right, okay, so we're now going to go over to the other side. Right forward. Right, what do you reckon, Duke? We've got Bowen. Should I put Mickey there as an option? I suppose I should, really. Yes?
You can do. I'm just finding. Listen, Rob. You know, because this lot have got me started now.
Right.
You know, they say, you know, you should always, just in case they.
I'll put Lanzini there as well.
Hang on.
He might get picked.
Why are you?
He's going to be like that kid at school, isn't he? Lanzini's going to be like that kid at school that gets picked last. Oh, if we have to have him. That was usually me.
So, Rob.
Yes,
you know, when they say if you were to have a film, you know, if you're going to have a film made about your life,
right,
then you know you need to have an actor who will play you in the film about your life.
I very nearly let a word slip, and I probably shouldn't.
No, go on.
I was going to say it'd probably need to be someone that says a certain word quite a lot. In various different contexts, it's sometimes it's said with a negative connotation. Sometimes it's said with a jokey connotation. Most of the time, it's said as a jokey sort of connotation. But there's a certain word that I tend to sort of.
I'm going to do this. We're going to do this in our Facebook and our Twitter page, Rob. I'm going to. What was that last one? Hold up, go back one. I missed that.
Well, this one. You look like Ian Dowie. You've seen that one before.
Bastard. What was? Yeah. Hang on. Next one. I want to know the one who's what I look like the guy out of 40.
Oh, that was so.
Private Pile. We're going to have words.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah, he's right though, Rob. Rob's right. You do. Because he blew his brains out, didn't he? And he shot he killed the gunnery sergeant as well. Look, see what you've done. Look, listen, Duke. I didn't think. Oh, fuck off. What is that? Is that who I'm meant to look like, or is that you?
That's who's playing me in the film of my life.
Really, Woody Harrelson.
Okay. Yeah, that's who's playing me.
He's played many different roles.
We've got similar roles.
Listen, I've never seen that, so I really don't know if that's accurate
that's who's
or
playing
not.
Me, and he played a bartender in his career as well.
That's the role that I can't get past for me, and he's done many different roles since then. Lots of different variety. He's a very, very accomplished actor, but for me, he's Woody from Cheers.
That's where I first arrived at Woody Harrelson was in Cheers.
Yeah, same.
What was the film he was in?
Are you doing this for you though, Luke, or are you doing this for Happy? 71 likes. Can we get another 4? Is that 97 of you watching? There must be 4 people that haven't already liked it.
I mean, if I have a film played about me, if I have a film, my life, right? That's who's playing me. Let's not dig around.
Nice.
That's who's playing me. If I ever have a film, can you imagine seeing Woody Harrelson sitting on YouTube? I mean, I'm just saying.
Have you voted for the right forward?
Yes.
Right, so I can close the poll?
Yeah.
Okay. Bowen wins 57% of the vote, which means I can't put him as the striker choice.
But up front, it's fine.
Oh, piss off. Tell you what, I am going to give you several choices, right? So your choices, ladies and gentlemen, are Antonio, Mubama, and, well, obviously Ings is injured, so I can't put him. Skamaka's injured, so I can't put him. I'll tell you what, I'll give you... I'm going to give you... What have I missed?
I feel so bad now.
Oh, that's awful. Dan, I thought we were mates. I thought we had an understanding. Claret and Blue brothers, you know. Oh, mate. That's just... No need for that. No need for that. Hammer 89, he absolutely won't. Not unless we get absolutely humiliated.
Can I just say, Kate's writing about me, Rob? She's obviously talking about
sure?
You. Yeah.
Sure?
She's saying like she loves me. I'm her favourite out of the 2 of us. She's put that.
Oh, hello.
I need to hang on. I've got to get my camera out so I
Hang
can
on.
take a picture of that.
We've
you go
got
back
someone
on that?
in. You see this? Have you seen
So I was
this?
going on 5 Live.
What now?
I don't care.
Celebrity lookalike. I don't believe we've got onto this. You've just decided to be. That's the same one. That's the same one you've just put up twice. You're just wrong. I actually prefer this.
The review, please.
This I can get behind, Rob. This I can get behind because because he's equally potty mouthed like me. I mean, you guys, I try to put a bit of a lid on it, and I let the odd curse word go. I'm a lot worse in real life, sadly. Prick. Absolute wrong 'un. Absolute wrong 'un. Right, where's the poll?
About an hour ago, mate, to do the review.
I probably should mention then. Right, okay, because I haven't really spoken about Derby. I've got a little report here. This is taken from Sports Mole. So this goes on to say that as far as the strikers are concerned, James Collins is in line to make an appearance if he should so be required. But Sports Mole seem to think that it will be David McGoldrick that will probably lead the line. He's getting a bit long in the tooth. You've also got Lewis Dobbin, who could come into contention. He provided an assist as a substitute in Derby's last outing, as well as starting in 3 of the 4 previous games in this competition, this campaign. Because obviously, don't forget, them being League One, they didn't come in the 3rd round. They came in the 1st. So we know that obviously Ings and Skamaka, they're not around. So look, it will probably be Mickey, won't it? I mean, you guys are going in a slightly different direction, but it will probably be Mickey that's up top. Goes on to say that Alphonse Areola will probably feature between the sticks. Ben Johnson and Thomas Soucek will probably come under consideration for recalls, especially if Declan Rice is handed a rest. I mean, is there anybody from... You're such a prick. You're such a prick. Such a prick. Just he would have. Yeah, he would have.
Oh, enough of that. Come on.
Oh, just no need for it. What have we got? We got 72 likes. We've got 91 watching. Come on. 3 more. 3 more. Can we get 75? Three of you. That's all I need. 3 of you to go over to YouTube. Go. Thumbs up. Bugger off what you were doing before. It's fine. It's fine. I actually think Simon... Oh, hang on. He was the dude in... It's just... Listen, that's a war hero. That's a war hero. Don't you dare. You're a wrong 'un.
Are your ears burning, Rob?
My ears... There's nothing wrong with my ears. Don't worry about that.
Oh.
Wrong 'un. Oh, no. Cockney Buckney. I did that a little too well, don't you think? Worrying. And yeah, and he was a doctor, wasn't he? Before he got into comedy,
he was a neurosurgeon. I am not trusting you to go dig around in my head, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you imagine that? You're sitting on the operating table.
Yes,
you're just about to be put under.
I will autograph a pair of Crocs. Come on.
You're just about to be put under the old general anaesthetic. You're just about to have your old canister opened up and your brain worked on. And this is what looks at you. You're going to go, oh, fuck.
We've lost a like, Rob. There's only 76.
Eh?
There's only
no, we had 72 last I looked, so we've gained 4. Do you reckon we could get 100 likes before we close?
I doubt it very much. We're talking so much shit right now.
They seem to like it. There's 92 of them watching. It's incredible. I love this. This is great. This is great. Yeah, he can a little bit.
Oh,
we haven't seen him for a while, have we? I mean, I'm hoping that he's under lock and key. Well, right. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to end the striker. So we've got 5. Have you voted?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to give the people watching another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You, the Forged from Iron viewer, have chosen Divine Mubama by an absolute landslide. 69% of the vote. Antonio got 25%. And I did put Kamari Simon Swire in the mix because I thought, well, give it a little bit more choice. He got 5%. So, yeah, it's there it is. So this is the Forge from Iron 4-3-3 formation was the formation that you guys voted for. You've also then voted for Areola between the sticks. You've voted for Kufal at right back. I'm trying to do a sensible piece, and you're just sitting there pissing yourself.
That's because I'm reading.
Can I just point out? Gary Lineker in the studios at the FA Cup. What was it? The Wolves Liverpool game. You had someone that pranked him, had the phone that was going off with the sort of like the woman going into an orgasm that was going over and over, and they remain sort of like on, you know, the straight and narrow. You absolutely useless. You'd be no good for the BBC. Mind you, they're not really going to come knocking. Yeah, you. That's the reason you run a pub.
No, there's a reason.
Oh, we got 80 likes. Bloody hell!
Right,
that's crazy. 85 watching. So there could be 5 of you, at least 5 of you that haven't given us a like on YouTube.
So, hang on, where is it? Where's it gone?
Oh no, Tony.
This one.
Hang on, yes.
I've got something for you, Rob.
He had hair though, Tony. No, hang on. No, hold on. Fucking hell, the amount of wrinkles he's got. Really? Mate, I'm not that fucking wrinkly. He's got more hair than me. But that's something that I think is a negative. He wears glasses, fine. Look at the fucking size of them lug holes, Duke. It's not a fucking FA Cup. Honestly, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having that, Tone.
I love you, look. I do.
Bloody hell. Eddie from bottom.
I'll take Eddie from bottom. Yeah.
Who's that, though? Is that Duke or is that me, Dave?
That'd be me. I'll be honest with you, I was nicknamed that at school. I was named Eddie.
What? Oh, I thought you was going to say bottom. You was nicknamed bottom. I was going to say that I could believe.
Oh, this lot are brilliant. I love them all.
Oh, dear. Right. I suppose we've been going round the houses for an hour and 12 minutes just chatting absolute bollocks. I guess we probably should do, and you guys can get involved in this, we probably should do this. I know what I don't want to happen tomorrow, but we'll get into that. I'll let you go first. You guys in the live chat get involved with this. Tell us what you think's going to happen. Don't forget, if it gets to 90 minutes and the scores are level, there is no extra time and penalties. It is a replay at London Stadium. What are we thinking, Dukester?
Well, I'm actually going to go. No. Where is it? Hang on.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Oh, I can't find that. That's not working. I am actually going to go, Rob.
You're putting more photographs up of people who just take the bloody piss.
No, not currently. It didn't save. I'm actually going to go. I'm actually going to go with a 2-0 away victory tomorrow.
A 2-0 away victory. Okay. What sort of team? I'll tell you what. Give us the Duke.
Rob, I need you to. Can you do me a favour? I just need you to strike me a pose like this. Can you do this for me? Just grab your arm above your head. Can you do that for me?
I didn't know you could play the guitar.
Oh, Rob. Honestly, I reckon we could pull them outfits off. I really do. I reckon you should get a mesh tank top, and I will get a very much V-neck vest. I reckon we can pull that shit right off.
If anyone's offended by what I'm about to say, I apologise, but Duke, you're
I missed that. What'd you say, sir?
I called you a cunt.
All right, okay.
But I love you.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, I'm just... I reckon when we go West Ham next, you've got to get a mesh tank top.
Oh no!
I'll get a very V-neck vest.
Are you going to get an inflatable guitar or something?
We can rock up to the Carpenters. Ah.
No, I couldn't go on the Hammers Chat boats again and hold my head high. What are you doing to me?
Oh,
right. So sorry, you said you reckon 2-0.
I reckon 2-0. Sorry.
Do you think he's what team? What 11 do you think David Moyes is going to go with? What's your prediction? Not what you would like to go with. What do you think he's?
I reckon he's going to go.
Wrong uns.
Oh,
I don't blame you, Pete. I really don't. I can understand it. I can only apologise.
Listen, if we can get to 100 likes, right? What are we on? Right, I'm going to regret this.
83.
83. If we can get to 100 likes in the next 10 minutes,
I'd be quite happy if we
do a live video dressed like that. I promise.
Oh no, we fucking won't. Oh no, we fucking won't. I can assure you of that. You can do what the hell you like. There's no chance I'm doing it. You got to be joking.
I'm going to get a big old vest, right, like that.
I'll tell you what, if that's the route you're going to go down, I'm going to put in a transfer request to E20 Zone TV or something like that.
I'm leaving first, man. I'm going out to West Ham own official.
Oh, like that is it? You're going to go with your inflatable guitar?
Yes.
You'd leave me in a string vest in that pose.
I reckon you'd.
Is that pretty? Was that it?
Joe's? Yes.
Right. It's very
camp.
Very alluring. if you like that sort of thing, if you like sort of fairly tall and slightly overweight middle-aged men.
I can't. Can we re-record this?
We can edit it all out. No one will ever know. Don't worry. Amazing. It's fine.
Anyway, Areola, Soufal, Aguerd, Bonner, Cresswell, Souček, Rice, Benrahma, Paqueta, Bowen, Antonio.
Okay, right. I think Areola. I'm torn. Is he going to go?
This I already know. Iron's analysis. This I already know.
I'm going to go. He's going to go. Johnson.
See that? He didn't deny it.
Who? What?
Hey, nothing. Carry on.
Oh. Johnson at right back. Cresswell left back. Aguerd and Kehrer. I'll go Kehrer. I think he probably will go. Did he play 4-3-3 against Brentford? He did, didn't he? There's something's been put in the live chat that's okay. I don't care. I don't give a shit. So that's fair. I think. Listen, to be fair, that both of us. I think Steve uses it. We got a face for radio. It's fine.
Oh God.
We have fun, don't we?
True Cockney says Derby are going to go 1-0 up and Moyes will defend it.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, your midfield, Rob. Carry on.
I think Declan might get the night off. I think it might be Flynn Downs and Thomas Souček as the double pivot. I got a funny feeling he might go 4-2-3-1 because I think they play 4-2-3-1. So I think he might match them up. So I think Downs comes in, Souček comes in, Paqueta and Rice will probably get the night off. They might be utilised from the bench. I don't know. Then I think you're probably going to have... I wouldn't be shocked if Benny gets a little bit of a rest as well. And I wouldn't be shocked if Fornals is there. Lanzini as the 10. Bowen on the right. And Antonio up top. Could be completely wrong. But we'll see. Anyway, my score prediction. I mean, look, the doomsday scenario, and I've said it to a few people. The doomsday scenario is that this game goes to a replay.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
That's me. I would, on balance, don't get me wrong, I don't actively want us to lose. But if it was a choice between losing and drawing, I think I'd actually rather go out, quite frankly. I think that's the least bad option. I think losing
I
painful,
get where you're
but-
coming from. I do. I fully understand your mindset there, mate. To be honest with you, I get it.
Yeah.
Part of me cannot disagree with you,
but
then I'm also like, Larry, I'll speak to you on Twitter, buddy. I'll look up.
I'm a little bit behind on the comments.
I'll see you
Sorry.
soon. No,
I don't think it will. If we lose tomorrow, Eastside, I don't think he's gone on the back of it unless we get absolutely humiliated.
I get what you mean, Luke. I do. You know, AFCON, yeah, we don't need half of our players leaving.
The other half will be injured.
Good night.
See you, Logan.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good lad. This is for those of you that don't know. This is
You've got to get your hair cut, boy. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's getting a bit long.
It's got a wig on.
Well, at last, some
weird.
talent has turned up on camera. He probably talks more sense than the pair of us put together. In fairness.
Yes. What?
Logan, can I ask a question?
What?
Can I ask you a question, mate?
Yes.
What do you think the score's going to be? Derby County versus West Ham United in the FA Cup 4th round at Pride Park.
West Ham.
Yeah.
2-0.
Oh, so you agree with your daddy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go Derby County 1, West Ham United 2. I think we'll go through, but I don't think that this will be an easy one. I've just seen your comment there, Luke. I'll have words in our little group chat. See you later, Martin. Thanks for popping along, mate. Do appreciate it, and we'll hope to see you on Wednesday.
When does 1980s Bruce Willis turn up? He turns up right at the end. Look, he could be John McClane, couldn't he? I'm just putting that out there.
Well, it has to be said that Richard and John McClane have never been in the same room at the same time.
And that's a very good
I'm just
point.
saying.
Very good point.
89 likes we've got. Can we get one more? There's 80 of you watching. Maybe one of you haven't. One more like.
I do wonder. He's a bit of handsome sod, this one. He is. Sod.
Yeah, what happened?
I know, right? Don't look like me, does he? Look.
Ah. It does. Yeah, I mean, sort of. Did you have sort of blonde hair as a kid?
I did. I had like I look like I've been bleached.
So did I.
I'm sure my mum picked me upside down, dunked me in a bucket of bleach when I was a kid. It was literally like gossamer white.
Bloody hell! I'll tell you what. I'm not sure if we ever done a stream where we've got 3 figure on the likes. I'm not entirely sure we have.
I don't think we have. No, this will be a first.
Could we get 100?
Rocks up.
Hey, hello, Mum. That's Duke's missus. That's Mummy of Logan. She's watching, so it must be quiet downstairs.
She don't start work for another 15 minutes, and I don't think we're quiz. I'll tell you what, once off. I'm gonna
go through the live chat. We got some contributions of live scores. Eastside reckons 2-0 Derby. But as I say, mate, I don't think that's gonna cut the mustard as far as getting Moyes out the door is concerned. I think if that was to happen, it would need to be an absolute annihilation, maybe 5-0, something like that. And even that, I'm not convinced. I think tomorrow's kind of a free hit for him in a way. I think if we went out 2-0, I think he keeps his job and he's still here for Newcastle, irrespective. We'll wait and see what happens, mate, but we'll see. Mandy says a 3-5 away win, I'm guessing that is. Derby 3, West Ham 5. That'd be a thriller, wouldn't it, Duke? An 8-goal thriller. Can't see that happening.
A thriller in Manila. No, I don't think it's correct.
It's in Derby, Duke. It's not in Manila. It's not even in the Philippines.
Why the phones? We got 7 people downstairs in the pub. What a thrilling quiz this is going to be.
There's more people watching this, God help them. Larry says 1-0 to Hammers, goal Bowen. Very nice.
I'll take it, Larry, but I'm guessing that was before he left. Otherwise, he's just come back in.
Well, she's gone with a 4-1 West Ham victory. That'd be pretty comprehensive.
I'll be liking that.
Very good, very good. Can I just, before we sort of get to the next one, again, they've never been seen in the same room at the same time, Paul.
Are you watching?
You're now You're looking for it, aren't you?
He's now looking for a new job.
Oh. Well. Never mind. It's been nice knowing you, Paul. It's been nice knowing you. Dean's Life says 2-3. I'm guessing that's Derby 2, West Ham 3, I'm guessing. Or are you saying it's going to be a 2-3 defeat to West Ham? Just clarify that. I'd be really interested to know. A 3-1 win, says Squirrel Squad. Derby 2-1. Could happen. They're in good form, it has to be said. We touched on it earlier. 19 games, no defeats. People look and say, oh, well, they went out of the League Cup. Yeah, but it was a draw. It was a penalty shootout. Derby is a 2-1 win for Tony. Martin, before he popped off, 3-1 to the Hammers. Paul says 2-1 to the Irons. 2-1? 2-0. 2-0 to the Irons. Peter's come in with 2-1 to Derby. Paul, 2-1 West Ham win. Benny to score the winner, says Paul. David says 2-1 to Derby. And Andy says 2-1. Anyone else that's made a contribution? Yes, Eamon, 3-1. Just having a little look, seeing if anyone else has given their score predictions. Kent, yes. Kent's come in. He says 2-1 to West Ham. He's going up there. Fingers crossed he'd take a draw. If I had two, there you go. Anyone else that's given their contribution as far as a score prediction is concerned? I'm just scrolling down. Richard's come in and said 1-0 to the Hammers. Are you going, Rich? Have you managed to get tickets for tomorrow?
Say good luck.
Night, Logan. Take care. We need 4 more likes on YouTube to get 100, Duke. 4 more likes. 4 more likes. If we can get 4 more likes on YouTube, we've got 100 likes.
Paul dresses like Richard Fairbrass.
I'll tell you what, that comment there's intrigued me. How much time does Moyes get? As I say, I think unless we get absolutely destroyed tomorrow, I think he's got the Newcastle game as an absolute racing certainty. What do you think, Duke? How much time has Moyes got?
He should have gone 5 games ago, mate. 4 or 5 games ago. I mean,
should have gone against Leicester, mate. After that,
yeah. Well, we said this. We were both there for it, and it was awful.
Cheers, Rich.
I mean, listen, I don't know, mate. To be honest with you, I think he should have gone. Me and Cyber were talking about it earlier with a couple of West Ham fans in the pub, and whatever happens now, mate. We don't have
1-0 West Ham for James.
Whoever comes in doesn't have any time now in the window, so it doesn't matter now, does it? Doesn't matter. No, I'd still get you to come in and do it, Paul. Whatever happens, we're fucked in the window. We've got 2 days left, 48 hours.
Do you think we're making a signing?
I think we need 2.
Do you think we're making 1?
I think we need 2.
But do you think we're even making 1?
I think we need 2.
I'll ask you again.
We need a striker.
I think we need.
I'd like to think tomorrow we might test the arm of a certain. What?
3 more likes. That's all we need. We're on 97.
3 more likes. Come on.
3 more likes. Come on, guys.
Just phone your friends and tell them.
Yeah, just sort of like tap your missus on the shoulder and say, "You're on YouTube, aren't you? Can you just go onto these pair of clowns?" West Ham fan YouTube channel. I don't even like West Ham. No, it's fine. Just jump on. Once they've got 100 likes, they'll piss off.
Hang on. Let me try this. No, I was just saying, I'd like to think tomorrow we could test the. We could test the waters.
I don't know, Squirrel. Find them and nibble their nuts
with Blackburn and try and maybe kind of test the waters for Brereton Diaz. I'm not saying
he's gone, hasn't he?
He's what?
He's gone, hasn't he? I heard he's already moved.
No.
I think. Well, Happy put in the chat early that he's gone ski, and that she reckons he's gone abroad. I haven't checked, haven't verified it, so it might be wrong.
He apparently signed allegedly signed a pre-agreement with Villarreal in the summer. So yeah.
All right. So he's still a Blackburn player at the minute. Okay,
Yeah, he's still there now.
So he's not coming to West Ham then.
No, that's out the window. Hang on,
Brilliant.
I'm trying to.
Fantastic.
Subscribe.
Unbelievable. What are you doing? We've got 101 likes. We have now got 101 likes. I'm fairly confident we've never achieved that particular
101 now.
Unless, oh no, you might have done it when you did the transfer shows.
Oh, we might have done.
Window might have done it, but I don't think we've ever got 101 on. 100 likes, but it's actually 101, as Daniela says.
I was the 101st.
Was you?
With the Lewis from Tavern, with the Lewis from Tavern YouTube page, apparently.
Brilliant. Well, I do sort of go and give it a cheeky like from my other YouTube channel, which probably most of you don't even know exists.
Give it a plug, Rob. Give it a plug.
Yeah, basically all it is, guys. My brother and I, we have a little bit of a passion for pie mash and liquor. And one day my brother just popped along to me and he said, "I've got an idea." And I said, "Okay, what's that?" And he said, "Why don't we do a channel where we review pie and mash shops and pubs?" So last I looked, I think we had 48 subscribers. So if you like, have a little look on YouTube for pies and pints. Pies and pints. We haven't got much in the way of content up there at the minute. I think we got 48 subscribers last I looked. So if any of you 87 that are watching would like to give that channel a support, then it would be very much appreciated.
You reviewed the page. You reviewed my pub, Rob.
I did. And do you know what happened? Did I tell you what happened on that?
No.
I had 2 comments on that where people were less than complimentary. And I said, okay. Yeah.
I'll fuck them up.
No. But the thing is, I don't know. See, they might have made those comments on the basis of before you took over. Because don't forget, you've only been there for a year. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
So, and I gave them an opportunity and I replied courteously. I didn't sort of go, you know me, I don't sort of go sort of like shouting and screaming as my default position. It might happen later down the track, but generally.
That's my job.
Yeah. You're the one. And I said to him, do you mind if I ask why you've got that opinion? When was the last time you went there? And I let that hang. And I after 3 weeks, I think it was, I never got any response at all. So I thought, okay, I've given you 3 weeks to come at me and give me a response to the question, which I don't think is an unreasonable question. So you've not been able to do that. So I deleted their comment. Rather than leave it up there for people to look at and go, oh, well, I think I'll give that a swerve. It's like, to be fair, if you were there 3 years ago, it's like, well, the guy that's in charge now isn't the guy that's in charge, wasn't in charge then. So no. You're making an unfair sort of judgment. You know, go and have, if they'd have turned around and gone, I was there last week, mate, and the landlord's a complete prick, I'd have gone, listen, I don't agree with you, but I'll allow you that opinion. Not a problem. Yeah. But so, yeah. I've always got a passion for pie and mash. It's like I say, it's one of my little things in life, and my brothers are big. I tell you what, there's a shop near me. Now I live in Dartford, Squirrel Squad, and there's a shop near me called Flo's. I'm going to give it a plug. Why not? And they do a 5 pie challenge. 5 pie challenge, Duke. They also do a 7 pie challenge. And there is also a 9 pie challenge. You've got to eat the 5 or the 7 or the 9 pies, double mash and liquor, and you've got 20 minutes in which to pile it down. It's always you, Luke. It was always you. You can't find the channel. Hang on. If you put in pies, I'll tell you what. Right, I'll give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. If you just carry on chatting, Duke, I am gonna find.
I'll beat you to it.
What's that?
Beat you to it. I was already on it.
There you go. There you go. That's
for the video for the pub, but you can get it through there.
Yeah. That's the review I did on Duke's Pub. I interviewed a couple of his regulars, and they were all very glowing about it. 5, 7 or 9 pies, double mash, and the liquor, and you've got to finish it off in 20 minutes, right? And if you do it, they take a photograph of you with your empty plate looking suitably stuffed, and they'll put it up on the wall as you go in. Sort of like you go in the sort of like the door, you got the jump a little bit further along, and on the right hand side they've got this wall of fame. On the 5 pie challenge, there's loads of photographs of people looking very, very proud. I think there was someone that did it in a ridiculous time, like within 5 minutes, 5 pies, double mash, liquor, gone, plate demolished. Thank you very much. But this 5 pie challenge bit of the wall, there's loads of photographs on it. You look on the 7 pie challenge and you go, well, there's not so many people that have done that. You've still only got 20 minutes, mind. There's no time increase for the extra 2 pies. And then you've got the 9 pie challenge, and there's bugger all there, because, you imagine that. 9 pies, double mash, liquor, and you've got 20 minutes to get all of it down your neck. I mean, Jesus Christ. I think I'd have to be starved for about a week to even get anywhere. But in answer to your question, chili vinegar. Chili vinegar, pepper, and I am a fork and spoon kind of guy, not a knife and fork. That's just me.
No.
Yes, I did see that, Walshy. I did see that. So, any other things you want to say, Duke? I mean, sort of like now we've got, 105 likes now. I think we can probably bugger off. We've been going for over an hour and a half.
You know what? Yeah.
Anything you want to say? Any last little pearls of wisdom?
I'm now thinking about pie and mash.
So am I. But I don't think you're going to get it on a Sunday at nearly 8 o'clock.
No.
So
I'll have to have one tomorrow.
What is your... I tell you what, before we bugger off, and any of you guys in the live chat, if any of this interests you, if you don't interested in pie and mash at all, then fine. What's your favourite pie and mash shop? If I had to say to you, pie and mash shop, where are you going?
I've been to one for years, Rob.
Okay.
Probably about 20 years was the last time I went to a pie.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
There's one that was just in Bexley if it ain't there anymore.
No, it's not. Near Asda's, wasn't it? It was opposite Asda's, a little bit further along.
Was it opposite? It was on the opposite side of the road, yeah.
Can't even remember what it was called.
Nah, that was the last time I went to one.
Yeah. It seems impossible. It seems impossible, but there are people that have done it. The 9 pie one, as I say, there's 5, there's 7, there's 9. And the 9 one just seems absolutely ridiculous. I'll tell you what, that is a tip-top establishment. Old school. Proper bit of history there. Usual. I'm sorry to tell you, mate. Last time I knew, that's closed. That branch of G. Kelly's. And actually, G. Kelly's in Bethnal Green and G. Kelly's on the Roman Road in Bow, although they shared the same name, they were 2 completely separate businesses from what I was told. They weren't, it wasn't a family thing. Or it might have been a family thing, but there were 2. It's a bit like Manzies. You got M. Manzies and L. Manzies. It's the same family, but it's... What's that? Pie caramba. Very good. Very good. There's actually, in Deptford, you've got... Manzies is still there, but you had the one opposite, which was AJ Goddard's. And AJ Goddard's closed down 3-4 years ago. So that one there, David, Goddard's at Greenwich, a lot of people are not too keen on it because it's very much a very touristy vibe there. If you go into a traditional pie and mash shop, Duke, if you walked in and you said, "Can I have chicken and mushroom pie, please, with beans?" What would you probably get told in a traditional pie and mash shop?
I'll probably get told to do one.
Yes, yeah. You go into Goddard's in Greenwich, you can get it. You can get it.
And what about pie mash and beans?
You can, if you wanted pie mash and beans, you could get it.
As well as getting it.
Possibly. Trod says Brooks in Dagenham. He says that's decent, and Dean agrees with me. Knife and fork, sacrilege. Absolutely. I mean, listen. If I see someone sitting there with a fork and a knife, sort of give them a little disapproving sideways glance. You know, it's
What
none of my
about
business
Fork and
ultimately.
Spoon?
That's my go-to. That's my go-to. Robbins in Wanstead, says Walshy. I've been there. The only criticism I would make about Robbins, I do think their pies are a little bit small. So, Kent, fork and spoon is the way. I ain't had pie and mash. It's late. Oh my goodness. You for real? We're going to have to change that. We're going to have to change that, Kent. I'll tell you what, because I don't think this will be a million miles away from you. There's a pie and mash shop in Folkestone, and it's called Betty's Pie and Mash, and it's actually been taken over recently by the same crowd that run Flows in Crayford. So if ever you're anywhere near Folkestone for any particular reason, pop along. That'll be good when that's open, mate. That I can recommend that. It really will be good. Just having a little look here to see if there's anyone. Peter comes in, says he alternates between Robbins and Cooks. Where are you, Pete? Because I've been to Cooks in Oxton. I've been to Robbins in Wanstead. I know there are other branches around of both of those fine establishments. Oh, Maureen's. Now you're talking. I'll tell you what else they do. They do the salt beef bagels.
The what?
Salt beef bagels in Maureen's.
Oh, yeah, I might be all over
There's actually two pie and mash shops at Crisp Street Market. You've got Maureen's and you've got EastEnders. Personally, this is just my opinion. I think that if I was in Crisp Street Market and I had a hankering for pie, mash and liquor, personally, I would head to Maureen's every single time. But that's me. So, Walshy agrees. Have to eat it with a spoon. Sareem, welcome along. Back on to football. He says he thinks that tomorrow will be a proper tough game, potentially lose and get a replay due to the atmosphere. As I say, that's the doomsday scenario, mate. We do not want a replay. I would prefer to go out. Debden. Now, I got a funny feeling that was TJ Kelly's. I'm pretty sure that the one you're talking to is TJ Kelly's. You've got G Kelly, which was obviously the one that was in Bethnal Green. That's now closed. And you've got the G Kellys in Roman Road Bow. You've also got S&R Kelly, and that's in Bethnal Green. That one's still open. And I'm pretty sure the one in Debden is TJ Kelly from memory. I hate it when they ask for brown gravy, fork and spoon. You're same as me, True Cockney. Anyone that asks for gravy ought to be thrown out immediately. Oh, you're in Chelmsford? Fair enough. Nice. The city of Chelmsford. Maureen started on Bow Road. Grow up on that, says Dean's Life. Very good. Right. Okay. Are we gonna knock it on the head there? I think I've given my other channel a shameless plug.
I'm currently watching your other channel in the background.
Are you? Are you watching sort of like my brother? Are you watching the good-looking one of the two?
Yeah.
Do you know where my brother's been recently?
No, go on.
He's been on a skiing holiday, if you please.
Oh, I saw a picture of him on Facebook.
Oh, I have been ripping into him, mate. Ripping into him.
Dressed in what looks like a shell suit jacket.
Yeah. Oh, I've been calling him all sorts of names. I've been saying you've betrayed your working class roots. You've gone all middle class. You're bloody vegan. You've joined Extinction Rebellion. Oh, mate, I've been going in 2-footed on him, absolutely annihilating him. You know, I bet you've taken up going to the squash club with your mate Giles. I know the sort. You've changed, Ben. You've changed. He can take a joke. He can take a joke. Right. Okay. Yeah. So, any final thoughts on Derby West Ham before we wrap it up?
No, we need to win. Or we need to go out. There can't be a draw in the middle of it, mate, because it won't go well.
I didn't tell everybody who the officials were. There they are. Referees Thomas Bramall. Assistant referees are Derek Eaton and Steve Meredith. The fourth official will be Andrew Madley. And as you will note, there is no VAR. Is that good or is that bad? I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. And also, last little bit of business before we do. Please don't forget to join us at 9 p.m. on Wednesday for the big debate. We're going to have an excellent panel We've got 4 people with very, very strong opinions on things going on in the world of West Ham. I'm not going to reveal who they are, but they are very strong, very able to articulate themselves, and he might have just given you a hint on who one of them is. I can edit that bit out. They'll never know. They'll never know. Right. Okay. I'm going to end it there. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. And we ended on, unless anybody puts any likes on it after we finish, we're on 105 likes, which I'm pretty sure we've never had on a match preview in our entire time. So we thank you. There's 57 watching now. I think we had 105 at one point.
We did.
That's good. That's good going. Happy with that. Happy with that. Thanks for watching, guys. If any of you are traveling up to... Sorry? Go on. Wrong and Pete. I thought we had an understanding. Guys, thanks for joining us. As I say, we'll be on the match review on Tuesday. Is that right, Duke?
Yes.
What time we're going? What time do you reckon?
8:30.
Okay, and I might have a piece of news to share with you, good people. I might not. Find out tomorrow, and then I'll pass it on, and I might have some good news. And if it's not good news, then I just won't even bother telling you, because really,
can't cross my fingers anymore.
What's the point? So anyway, please don't forget to give your support to the Iron Supporting Food Bank charity, as we always suggest, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget, if you're travelling up there tomorrow, keep well and keep your head down, keep out of trouble. Sing the boys on a victory, and let's see who we can get in the 5th round, eh, Duke?
Fingers crossed, my man. Fingers crossed.
Come on, you Irons. Forged from Iron is proud to support Iron Supporting Food Banks. They are a group of West Ham United fans and friends inspired by the work of other football fan food banks around the country. They collect food and cash donations from Newham Food Bank in Beckton, who supply 7 distribution centres in the borough, 7 days a week, and hand out several hundred 3-day emergency food packs every month to families in need. They are also working with other groups to improve conditions for vulnerable adults and children in the Newham community. They are supported in their efforts by West Ham United Football Club, the WHU Foundation, LS185, London Legacy Development Corporation, Newham Council, the Met Police, Spire London East Hospital, Expedient Security, and a large number of West Ham and football fans. You can help by making a donation to their Just Giving page. You will find the link to this in the description section of the video details in this stream. Thank you for your support. Come on, you Irons.